Disclaimer. The creature we are discussing today is from the mythology of the Native American Ojibwe Nation. I do not speak the language and am wholly unfamiliar with pronunciations. I will do my best, however, and no disrespect is intended. The Baykok is an evil spirit of Ojibwe mythology, a malevolent, ravenous, ghoul-like creature haunting the forests of the Great Lakes area. As he also appears in tales of the Algonquin and Chippewa people, it's very clear that he was on the mind of a great many separate tribes. For good reason, too. This thing's damn scary, and you'll see why. The Baykok most famously appears in Henry Wadsworth Longfellow's epic poem, The Song of Hiawatha, where it is only referred to, simply and succinctly, as death. However, its name, Baykok, actually means skeleton in the Ojibwe language. That's skeleton not in the bone way, but in the sense of someone who is very, very thin. And indeed, the Baykok does still have his skin, translucent and rotting as it is, still very dead though. The origin of the Baykok is the story of a tribesman who went hunting during the winter, became trapped, and froze to death. His spirit, full of anger and hate for his tribe for not coming to his rescue, refused to leave his body, and he rose again as a walking corpse who promptly became everybody's problem. For you see, the Baykok remains a hunter in death, only now his prey exclusively consists of warriors. Possessing superhuman strength, speed, and endurance, the ability to fly for some inexplicable reason, and wielding both a mighty club and a bow that fires invisible poison arrows, the Baykok is a mighty hunter indeed. So, how do you defeat a Baykok? In short, you don't. It has no weaknesses and is impervious to all weapons, and indeed all harm entirely. If the Baykok hunts you, the Baykok will get you. After either putting you to sleep with his poison arrows or just bonking you with his club, he then flings your chest open, reaches in, pulls out and devours your liver, then puts a rock in place of it, sews you up, and heals your wounds with his magic. Victims awake hours later, seemingly fine until they sicken and waste away to death days later. So, if you happen to be a warrior, you're wandering around the woods in the Great Lakes area at night, and you come across this guy, he's frying up some onions, maybe making a little gravy, you got a real problem now. You're gonna die. As final proof of this creature's pure evil nature, its very name is also the subject of numerous puns in its native Ojibwe. For example, Bekokadozo, to be thin, skinny, or poor. Bekakadwingwe, having a thin or lean face. Bekakwewiwen, distinct crying, as in the distinct shrill cries the creature itself purportedly makes. Even its favorite method of subduing victims is a pun, Bekakwaige, to beat with a club. And that rather ominous description of fling a victim's chest open? Bekakwakiganes. In conclusion, a lot scarier dude than Shin Megami Tensei made him out to be, but then people don't have easy access to the Hama spell in real life.